I mean, hey, folk, taking a drink is like taking a partly loaded revolver, spinning the revolver around and putting it to your head and pulling the trigger. You might become alcoholic and you might not. And you don't know until it grabs you. Now, I'm going to say this on a personal note. I suspect that I am what you call a dry alcoholic. Why? Because I find sugary snacks highly addictive. I find computer card games highly addictive. I've had to finally just quit them. It's big time wasters. But Free Cell and Solitaire, I used to play them a lot. My dad before me used to play cards when I was a young man. And he would not allow us to play, but after he got gone, my sisters and the brothers took it up. We finally had to quit. It seemed to be catching a hold of us and not letting go. But you know, if you've had, all right, if anyone was a dry alcoholic, my dad was. If you have anyone in your family who has taken a drink and had a problem with it, and I do, you might yourself be a dry alcoholic. And if you have trouble with relationships one after another, that's a part of it. And I did. You might be a dry alcoholic. I finally had to, in a case of me, I finally had to learn my relationships. The problem, I have met the enemy and it is me. Until I got to that point, I never solved it. But it's something, no, it's not your fault, it's mine. All right, anyway. They do have a lot of religious holidays. Oh yes, something else. They pray 5 times a day, always facing Mecca. And I know it's about break time, but anyway, to pray facing Mecca 5 times a day. The men and women pray separately. Now, we had a Muslim man once visited a Christian church here in America, and he said, "How do you worship? Your women, they're just so beautiful. How do you think about God with those women?" I mean, of course, we're somewhat used to that. No, but anyway, the men and women worship separately. 5 times a day, facing toward Mecca. And once in their lifetime, they will try to make a pilgrimage to Mecca. Now, there have been cases where some of them have been trampled to death and killed because they get several thousand of them in one small area, and then somebody starts a stampede, and a bunch of them get trampled on. This has happened in recent years, and nobody there in Arabia seems to know what to do about it. I say the solution is only let a few people in at a time and not let the whole crowd jump in. But anyway, but they try to make a pilgrimage to Mecca at least once in their lifetime. They do not believe in any kind of dissent. In other words, everybody must obey someone. First of all, you obey your father. And if you're a younger brother, you follow your older brother. Now, these 2 young men who massacred who blew up a bomb at the Boston Marathon a few years ago, there were 2 brothers, and the younger one said, "Oh, Islamic law required I do what my older brother told me to do." This actually happened. Now, I want to stop though and say this. Now I must say this. Some of the most honest people you'll ever meet are Muslim. I had a young man come to me and said, "Mr. Cunningham, I only made a 60 on this test, but you put me down on I college for an 85, and I took a look at the test, and I took a look at my grade book, and I said, "Hey, step up and off with it." I said to him, "Because of your honesty, I'm going to let you keep the points. Just don't tell anybody this." But this won't upset anyone's curve. He needed the points anyway, really badly. Sometimes. So I'm going to let you keep the points because of your honesty. Just keep it quiet between us. And I let him keep the points. He wound up with a C for the course. He certainly did need the points. But anyway, I had a Muslim man once offer, "Is there anything I can do for you?" And he wanted to come to my house and do some work for me, and I declined. I had a Muslim woman once offer to buy me a shirt and after side. I said, "Listen, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to accept gifts from pupils of any kind, but thank you, I appreciate the offer." The man who told me that I'd made a mistake on his grade was Muslim, by the way. I knew that. But a lot of my pupils have said that for all the talk you hear about Muslims blowing themselves up or being suicide bombers, he said the Muslims he met looked like they would never even hurt a fly. And that's the experience I've had with some of them. They look like, the men look like they're gentle and kind, women are morally upright, and the Muslim women are oftentimes really good, strong academically, Maybe because they don't have the dates that American women have, or don't have the social life American women have, but whatever. They're really strong academic men. But Muslim men, I've had Muslim men struggle in my classes for whatever reason. Anyway, all right. With that, folk, be back at 11:30, and we'll go on from there to Muslim and eventually Africa.